Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DieselDominator. We are here for RRF1 Wednesday divisions. We're going here in round 5 here in Japan. We got a full qualifying session coming up, followed by, of course, 27 laps. And already, I have a feeling there's going to be some pure carnage just because it is Japan. There's the S's. You know, we got the up the hill, the Dunlop. You got Spoon that can be a pain in the ass. But most of all, the Casio Triangle at the very end can be very deadly to a lot of drivers trying to make that aggressive braking point. Maybe trying to get, you know, a couple extra positions if they can. Anyways, that's basically the main areas that I've noticed as a commentator in the past. Without further ado, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to shut up for a little bit, and we will play the national anthem of Japan. Enjoy. All right, so there you have the nice simple anthem for Japan. And as you can clearly see, everyone is starting to ready up. The countdown has begun. And now we can get underway for a nice qualifying session. Got a little special treat for you guys in between Q1 and Q2. So if you guys have any mates, any drivers out there, extra drivers that aren't in this league necessarily, they need to watch something very important, let them know, okay? Let them all know. Some crazy information is going down in between Q1 and Q2. Oh, yeah, thank you for that.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, basically, exactly. I know, Drac, honestly, it's incredible. Unfortunately, you're going to have to talk to Dark Mark if you're going to try and fire me. I mean, Chalky's been trying to fire me for, like, the last, I don't know, year and a bit. I wish Woodsy and Dark Mark all the best. You know, they'll probably try and fire me, and then I'll still end up coming back the next week. It's basically like what I do with V3F1. Very, very similar in that case. Apparently, Twisted Dragon thinks he's in danger. We'll have to see how this all works out for our drivers here. 20 drivers on the grid. This is either going to go really good or it's going to go really bad. It's just, there's actually no middle ground ready for this. Love you too, Destroyer. Love you too, buddy. All right, so who will be the first person out? I'm going to guess it's going to be this Atkins guy, because Atkins is, I think, a reserve. And I just have this weird feeling that reserves always come out nice and early. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Just like looking at myself on the camera for a second, I was like, holy shit, I'm fucking fat as hell. But no, it's just the angle. I was like, okay, crunches. We're doing crunches after this. Ooh, and I was completely incorrect. That was Darth Tim's going to be coming out first in the RB. So let's follow Darth Tim's as we go through the track. Obviously, this is the S's section. Then we go up the Dunlop. Into the Degner. Now under the bridge, coming up to the hairpin. It's very I don't know. There's actually two different racing lines I've seen that you can take at that hairpin. You can either start off going wide and then come into the inside. Or you can go into the inside and then come out wide with a wide exit. Both of them have worked. Now this is one of my favorites, spoon. But very important to get spoon down. It's almost like two braking points in one corner, essentially. As you go through into the main straight, where you got the 130R. No braking necessary in the dry. In the wets, you may have to release the accelerator. In the full wets, I think you may need a little bit of braking, but here we go. Darth Tim's to get us started, and there is an overlay of a lap here in Japan. And of course, the only place where you get DRS is on that main straight. Very reminiscent of, I believe last week we went to, I have to just confirm this before I say it out loud or else Drac will get me fired. Yeah, okay, so we did go to Qatar last week. And that also had one DRS zone. So at least our drivers are used to the DRS zones being limited. Looks like Darth Tim's, either I'm having internet connection issues or Darth Tim's is on another face of the map. It's one or the other. One or the other is happening right now. Let's take a look at other drivers, see if they're glitching out. If they're not glitching out, then I think I can safely blame Tim's on this. Now we're gonna call this guy Dottie. Not Daddy, Dottie. Uh-oh, Darth Tim's has left the session, so yeah, it might actually have been Darth Tim's having connection issues. I think I need to get out of bed, right? Well, are you even in this race pass? I guess, yeah, you would be. Yeah, kick. It might be necessary. I also just noticed, folks, like, I think it's like, what, in 2 weeks? 3 weeks' time, we're going to Canada. Let's go. I know everyone here is excited to race in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And especially everyone, you guys would all listen to me singing the national anthem in 3 weeks' time. Don't you guys worry, okay? You know how I normally play the national anthem? Well, I'll be singing the national anthem for you guys. It's going to be the greatest day ever. Week 8. Remember, round 8. All right, Atkins in provisional pole. The reserve driver letting the rest of the field know what's good. I believe Destroyer Drac is going to be the next person to cross the line. And yes, he is. Comes in P3 with a 130.435. On board with Gaming Minion in the kick. We just found out that the teammate is still in bed. No idea what kick are doing here today. Gaming Minion, a 131.036 on the mediums. Nice to see. It's nice to see Drac getting used to the game. Yes, I have to agree because Drac is in that McLaren, of course. And as we all know, I'm a little bit of a McLaren fan. So when I see McLaren doing absolutely shit, I want to sack all the drivers. It's like a typical, you know, raging F1 fan. We need better drivers on our team. The fuck is management doing? And then I realized that management who signed the teams was me, a dumbass Canadian drunk on a wheel. Yo, I'm just loyal, okay? You can't blame a guy for being loyal, okay? You actually asked me any fucking sport, I still have the same favorite team at 33 years old that I did when I was 9, 10 years old. Just a fun, weird fact about me. Like, once I have favorites, I'm loyal to a fault. Right, time to get up and make a setup. Oh, I would really hope you made a setup already. Dark Mark, good evening, sir. I was reading earlier, Dark Mark, you wanted to participate in this race today, but you didn't know 100% because you were busy, so hopefully everything is all good on your end, Mark. By the way, everybody, stay tuned for a special treat. You guys may have seen it last night. I don't really tag anybody because I don't want to freaking annoy everyone in the chat, but just in case you guys didn't see it, stay tuned. Special little advertisements coming up, folks. We got one of the most famous actors, John Malkovich, doing a special ad for the Diesel Classic. You can't go wrong. Yeah, our good wife is out and got the kids, so I'm sitting out of... Fair enough. Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? At least the wife's got the kids. You can focus on what you got to do. No yelling and screaming in the background. Oh, Toto, 131.758, good enough for P10. All right, well, Destroyer Drac, that's good to hear. At least he got more confidence. That's the most important thing. And we got Whitey and Reaper. Twisted has just started his lap. To be fair, Drac, I think we're all on edge when anyone spins. I always shit my fucking stuff. All right, Reaper, good enough for P10. Oh, takes it away from Toto with a 131.2. Destroyer Drac not looking too shabby in P5 still. I think Whitey just came across the line. Good enough for P7 there. Where's Twisted coming out and all this. Twisted just coming out of the hairpin. He's on the mediums as well. So definitely something to keep in mind. Goomba, on the other hand, just going around the 130R into Spoon. Or fucking Casio Triangle, I apologize. And across the line, and that's P9 with a 131.012. Very interesting. Okay, who just came across the line? That was Toto on his second lap, going even faster. All right, Toto, I see you, baby. See you, baby. Shaking that thing. What about Twisted Dragon coming across the line? P4 with a 130 on the mediums. Okay. Okay, Twisted. Don't get it twisted, Twisted. I see you. No TC, the other is new wheel, and I had 0 packs before the season, so the season and all leagues are pretty much my practice from first. No TC. Damn. It's actually crazy how many people have switched over to no TC this season. Or this specific iteration of the game. Like, I actually know double digits this year. People have just switched over to no TC. And I'll just let all of you guys know I would not have the balls to fucking do that. That is so hard. And it gets really frustrating. Like, you think Elden Ring is freaking bad? No. Elden Ring is fucking a joke compared to rolling no traction control. That's my personal opinion. I'm sticking with it. No, you're wrong. I've heard done the opposite. I love how Drac is like, no, you're wrong. You have no idea what your friends have been doing. It's like, I'm pretty sure I know what my friends have been doing because they told me. If your friends are doing something different, that's a different story. But my friends, they've switched. So fuck you, Destroyer. Dark Mark, I went no TC, didn't like it, back to full now. Yeah, it sounds like something I would have done. Fuck this shit. Aha! Yeah, see, my mod protects me. You can't say that stuff to me, okay? Get him, bot! Get him! My bot's like, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy right back. Oh, shit. Good times, good times. Alright, Whitey jumped up a position up into P9. 49, you'd have to assume is going to be coming in, considering he's on 5-lap-old softs, and this would probably be his 6 if my math is correct. There you go. Finally, he's in. Oh, find the pass. That's completely backed out of his left, so he's going to have to go around again. Not sure what find the pass is doing. Yo, pass, can we speed up just a little bit so I can see how much time is left in the session? That'd be greatly appreciated. For fuck's sakes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to blame find the pass because we have no idea how much time is left in the session. I think there's like plenty of time though. If I was a betting man, which I am, I'd say there's about 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left. Yeah, I'm going to go in between 5 and 6 minutes. Well, 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Damn it! Okay, so sitting on the bubble is Bjorn Gamer in 15th place. In the danger zone, we got Reaper, 49, Woodsy, and Find the Pass. Dark Mark eliminated. Chilling like a villain. Pass letting us know he had a slight 360. I honestly thought he did it on purpose. Just, you know. Imagine you got pole position and you got a 360. That would be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. All right, Reaper getting through Casio. Nicely done. And here we go in the McLaren across the line. Can he get out? For now he can. P3, a 130.765. Goomba still in the pits. Gaming Minion going around. Oh, man. It's like Little Britain or whatever that... I think it's Little Britain, right? Computer says no. The car said no. Car went over the curb, it said no. Anyways, who else are we watching? Woodsy? Oh, Woodsy. Woodsy, he's improving. Can he improve enough? Across the line. Wow, just beating out his teammate. A 130.985 for Woodsy. So now Goomba on the bubble. Gaming Minion coming up to Spoon. Bjorn actually just going through the 130R, so he's just further ahead of Gaming Minion. But these two guys will be coming out. Goomba's out on his outlap, so that's good. It's just good to see Goomba hasn't given up. And here we go. Bjorn across the line and does not improve enough. What about Gaming Minion? Here we go. According to the time, he was improving enough. Here we go. Yes, up to P6. A 130.093. So that is a fantastic time. So now Woodsy is on that bubble. Goomba's on his outlap. I don't know how Bjorn's going to be able to do this. I think Bjorn might be eliminated here. Find the pass. Ripping around. Yeah, I think Bjorn won't have enough time. He needs to refuel. So that's going to be the end of the session for Bjorn. Woodsy's done with his laps at least. So we're just going to keep an eye on Find the Pass. Hello, Dragoon. Hopefully you're doing all right, bro. Now, we were told Find the Pass had a little incident, had a little spin. The car said no. Will the car say yes this time? Will the car say yes to the dress? My younger audience may have no idea what the hell that show is. I know every single married man out there knows exactly what show I just mentioned. Or if you have a very long-term girlfriend, then you definitely know what the fuck that show is. Last Wednesday, my pedals broke down a half hour before the race by a DD wheel. Now just trying to get used to it. Good luck, brother. I mean, these new wheels, man. Ooh, Find the Pass goes into P-ho-ho-ho. Oh, baby. Thank you so much for the sub, baby. Let's go, Dragoon. So I'm seeing that's Goomba, Woodsy's out. Is it just Goomba and 49? It is. Okay, so that is the only two drivers we need to watch out for when you're a Find the Pass fan. Here we go. It's the 49 coming up into the Casio Triangle. Big achievement. Let's go, Drac. And 49. And he does knock out Find the Pass. So now it's Reaper versus Goomba. And he is. Goomba wins out, and Brewdog by the skin of his teeth just makes it through, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. So it's the Reaper, Find the Pass, Woodsy, Bjorn, and the Dark Mark all eliminated in Q1. Wow, what a start to this qualifying session. Oh. So, as I promised, there will be a little bit of an advertisement now and in between Q2. It's just going to be 3 minutes long. Love you all. See you soon. Do not go anywhere. One last time, here's a look at the grid of qualifying. You got Reaper, Find the Pass, Woodsy, Bjorn, and Dark Mark all getting eliminated. Love you all. See you soon. Do not go anywhere. I hope you fucking enjoy. Take care. Hey guys, it's your boy Diesel. And we're just around the corner from Season 7 of the Diesel Classic. So obviously we got to get some ads in for you guys. Without further ado, I'm just getting word now that we're ready to go. So let's get it started. Enjoy.
Excuse me, are you directing this commercial?
Oh, yes, I am. Mr. Malkovich, good to meet you. It's not a commercial, though. We call it a tease.
A tease?
Tease. Yeah, we like to tease the viewers with a big production so they tune into the game.
But if they see this, aren't they already watching? I mean, so what are we teasing?
That's a good question.
Isn't it, though?
I guess it's just the terminology we use. I don't know. It's sports television.
Sports television?
Yeah.
Okay.
Different than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably, yeah. Listen, I want to talk to you about the script, because there are things in here I don't think people say the furtive genius of Foxborough.
Yeah, football fans eat it up, though. They love it.
I'm not sure this is right for me. Couldn't you just get Jim Nance to narrate over some footage of...
We did try to get Nance, yeah.
But it wasn't really in his contract, so...
No. He's got a strict contract.
Yeah. And I mean, an orchestra?
We got the budget for it. We thought, why not? It's not my money.
Is that really necessary?
Wait until you hear them play, okay? Hey, Helmet, could you play Mr. Malkovich's song, please? Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Okay, from the top then. 2, 3, 4.
No, it's just I think you've overcomplicated this story. I mean, this is one of the simplest, oldest stories there is. This is an ancient story from olden times. Okay.
It is the story of David versus Goliath.
Okay, well, maybe that was a little much, but it's not that much.
The story of the mighty giant against the tiny underdog. And yet, what does football teach us? You always have a chance. You are fighting a giant. They don't have one Goliath, they are two Goliaths. Brady, Belichick, relentlessly. The machine stomps on.
That's where I'm thinking you should cut in the NFL footage.
And we're off for the finals of the Diesel Classic. There's a love tap by Hawk.
This is the NFL's David.
Oh my God!
Versus the NFL's Goliath.
Oh, there's contact
For the right to play in the Super Bowl. It's that simple.
I mean, that's what I would have said. You know, otherwise it's too complicated.
Please tell me you were rolling on that.
You never said action, so...
And we are back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's obviously the first little bit of advertisement for the Diesel Classic going down this fall. Looks like Dowdy is going to be starting us off here. Atkins further ahead, but is already invalidated through the S's, so let's see what the Alpine can do, just going up the hill slightly. So obviously Q2, we get less time than we did in Q1. I believe it's 15 minutes. And then 12 minutes for Q3. But just as Q1, we do have 5 more eliminations potentially to come. Just whoever finishes obviously in the bottom 5. Dottie just going around Spoon. And now going into one of the fastest parts on the entire circuit. Let's watch this braking. No smoke. That's a good thing to see. Going through that chicane. And now here we go across the line. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. And there we go. 130.246 to get us started here in Q2. I'll go down with Gaming Minion in the kick. His teammate already back in bed. Where can Minion come out? 130.4, not too bad. Good enough for P2. I have a feeling 49 wasn't trying on that first lap. Yeah, he's got 100% battery, so that explains that. What about Apex? What are you going to do, Apex? P1. Okay. Well, provisional pole. 129.9. Now we got Mr. Toto Wolf. See what Toto can do in the Ferrari. And there you go. P4, 131.1. Not too competitive. I think 130 is going to be the safer area for our drivers here today. So 0. Goomba's at... Okay, Goomba's... Oh, actually, no. Goomba's going in the pits. Okay, fair. So it's 0 just coming at Spoon now. And he will be setting a time shortly. Goomba spun in the S section. Fair enough. Well, that would explain why you did not set a time, isn't it? Doesn't that? Everything makes sense all in the end. Let's see here. Whitey. I think Whitey might be struggling a little bit. Well, let's watch Dom. Let's watch Dummy Dum Dum. It's safe to say that he's definitely pushing. Here we go. In the Mercedes, Dom across the line. And provisional pole. A 129. Excuse me, I could... 129.570. Damn. Alcohol's trying to fucking choke my ass. Damn. Very nice time. What about Destroyer coming across the line? Only good enough for P9. I think it's safe to say he made a mistake somewhere. Let's see, Dragoon. Who else? Dragoon and Twisted, right? Yeah, Dragoon and Twisted. Oh, 0. Provisional pull on mediums on 129.485. Jesus, Murphy. And there you go. Okay, Dragoon 130. And then Twisted in P3 with a 129.6. So both Astons on the medium tires. And you can see they are quite fast. I don't know if the rest of the grid is using a used, set of softs from Q1 or whatnot. But regardless, that is very interesting to see with the medium tires. Darth Timms on his out lap. Same with Monsieur Goomba. Actually, Goomba's just started a hot lap. Apparently, he spun in the S section last time. Let's see if he can redeem himself here in attempt number 2 here in Q2. Just taking that middle of the track in the S's, it's not risking any curb contact. You can tell. He's like, fuck those inside curbs. Oh, he hit the inside there. That's one thing. Another thing that I've been told by a couple drivers that, the curbs apparently in this game can be an absolute nightmare, at least compared to last year's iteration. Yes, the battery stuff is apparently better when it comes to ERS, but the curbs are more of a nightmare. What's your personal takes? Goomba push in. Let's go, Goomba. There we go. Across the line very shortly. What kind of time are we going to get from Goomba? P7. So he's good enough to move on to Q3 at least for the time being. And now we await 3 drivers to set their time. Still waiting for Atkins in the Williams. Darth Tim's going around. Whitey actually just going to be coming around and starting his lap as well in the Mercedes. Both these drivers on medium tires as well. And we've already seen from the Astons that the mediums can do some damage. Let's see if Tim's and Whitey can replicate that success. Oh, I need to stretch out a little bit. Oh, my goodness. I heard a nice freaking crack. I don't know if you guys heard that, but... it felt good. All I know is Darth Tim's, though, has invalidated, so he's going to have to go around again. Luckily, he's on the mediums, so it's not the end of the world, but the fuel might be the end of the world, folks. He doesn't have enough fuel. So Whitey, what's Whitey gonna do? Coming up to Spoon now. We got 4 minutes to go in the session. Toto on the bubble, 49 Destroyer, Darth Tim's, Whitey, and Atkins all in danger. Maybe not that much longer for Whitey, though. Actually, just realized the lap data needs to be up there. Here we go. Whitey coming across the line. And good enough for PA, a 130.591 for Whitey. So as it stands, he will go on to Q3. But we do have about just over 3 minutes to go in the session. Brewdog is out trying to improve his time. Destroyer Drac doing the same as well. Must have made a mistake somewhere on that first lap. Atkins, meanwhile, is now getting started. He was out earlier. Must have made... I think he invalidated or made a mistake. Regardless, this will be hopefully his first set time here in Q2. He does not have much time remaining. And if I'm not mistaken, is Dottie right behind him? Yes, he is. Okay, so Dottie's also on an out lap, but I'm going to follow Atkins because Dottie's already set a time. He's sitting in P5 with a 130.2. Atkins, meanwhile, I have no idea what he's going to do, if he's actually going to get into the top 10 or not. He's going to create some disruptions, perhaps. Zero BHR is retired from the session. No surprise from that. Feeling very confident there up at the top and on mediums to boot, so... I'm sure Zero has the Clarkson smug face on right now. Damn, Atkins went really deep on the exit there. Spoon keeps it legal, though. That's the most important thing. It's getting real close to Toto, but I think Toto will be far enough ahead. Yeah, he's going to be fine. Not going to cause any traffic. And here we go. It's Atkins across the line for the Williams. And provisional pole, a 129.467. Bam. Okay, well, that was a good lap to follow. Thank you for making me look good, Atkins. Meanwhile, Brewdog coming across the line. Can he get out of elimination territory? Yes, he can. Sitting in P6 for the time being. But you know what? A lot of our drivers are out. I don't know what Whitey is doing. Whitey's done. So Whitey on the bubble. I'm not sure. Pass. I'm not really a steward. I just comment if I see it. I would have definitely commented on it if I had seen it. Regardless, Whitey's done. Whitey's done from the session. It doesn't matter, I don't think. Pass. I think that penalty is only valid like if the person actually gained an advantage off of it, and I don't think he gained any advantage whatsoever. He just wanted to get back into the pits as fast as possible and just end his session. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? And I can understand that from like a frustration point, like, you know, you just getting off the track as fast as possible, going into the pits. I'm surprised he hasn't retired from the session, but he's definitely done. Total Wolf is now taking P10 away. And now the session is officially done. I don't think Toto will be improving on that time. So right now we got Dragoon, Destroyer, the 49, and Darth Timms. All of them are currently out right now. Can they knock out Toto and each other? This is basically a do-or-die death royale battle here. Apparently Darth Tim just got a purple sector too. I mean, if that's the case, then he would be definitely safe, you would think. We're going to find out, though. Across the line. And P6. That seems pretty damn safe to me. Now, Goomba sitting on the bubble. He's actually also out. Toto is not going to improve. I remember that. 49 across the line does not improve enough. Destroyer is off the track, so he has either made a mistake or made contact with somebody. Dragoon, on the other hand, moves up into P3. That is a solid time. So it's going to be down to Goomba. Can he knock out Gaming Minion? Yes, he can. Wow. Goomba knocking out Gaming Minion. The heartbreak. And that's all she wrote, at least for Q2, ladies and gentlemen. Gaming Minion, Total Wolf, Whitey, the 49, and Destroyer Drac all eliminated in this session. All I have to say is there's no more McLarens in the session. I'm very sad, folks. I'm very, very sad. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. We do have 29 laps, though. This is not the end of the world. I made a mistake on the exit of a final corner. Yeah, it's fair enough. It was either that or someone made contact with you. It was one or the other. Purple Sector 1 and Sector 2. Listen to this guy. Typical Destroyer Drac. Should be a destroyer of his own goddamn laps. All right. Whew. Just had a nice bowl. And now I'm ready for Q3. It's where all the marbles. It's where all the marbles fucking count up now. We have our top 10 drivers from qualifying. Jeez. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Well, Destroyer, I'm expecting big things then from you in the race. Even though it's one of the hardest places to make overtakes, we're expecting big things from the papaya, okay? I'm putting $5 down on Destroyer Drac to get a podium. Yeah, Dragoon, you were, I don't know. Maybe some performance-enhancing drugs, perhaps?
I'm in danger!
Reaper. It's okay, Reaper. It's okay. Red Bull. Ah, Red Bull. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the Red Bull will do that. Right now, actually, I have the most female drink ever right now, but it tastes so goddamn good. Black Fly is the brand name, and it's a vodka sour raspberry. It is so goddamn good. Honestly, it should be illegal how good this fucking drink is. Alright, well, who's out first? Dart Tim's out first. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my god. That scares me every fucking time you do that. Every fucking time. How many people shit themselves when fucking Pierre Gasly starts screaming like that out of nowhere? Just trying to watch a cozy, nice stream, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh shit! Of course, Dragoon, of course. Gave me a fucking heart attack, but you know, it's all good. Luckily for you, I play Phasmophobia, and I mean, even Elden Ring scares the shit out of me sometimes. I'm always just chilling around, walking around the full world, and all of a sudden someone just shoots me in the back, or some freaking dog comes out of nowhere and attacks me. It's just like, what the fuck? All good in the hood. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragoon has gone full American. This man's talking gangsta now. The hoodlum in the house, Mr. Dragoon. Speaking of which, Dragoon, you're the only one still in the pits. Get your fucking ass out. Your teammate, meanwhile, you should see what I got in the hood. That's what she said. Dart Tim's, meanwhile, 130.2. Alright, so there's your first official time of the session. Now we got Apex. Excuse me, at 130.6. What about Dowdy? Dowdy. Dowdy. Dowdy, Dowdy. Coming. Oh! Got a little French squirreliness on that final corner. And only good enough for P4, 130.2. And while I was talking out of my eyes, Zero takes provisional pole with a 128.6. That is ridiculous, at least compared to P2 right now. I'll stick with Atkins. Atkins actually took pole in Q2, away from Zero at the very end. And there you go, Atkins, a 129.6, so still pretty much a full second behind Zero. Zero seems to be on another planet right now. Meanwhile, Brewdog going through that final Casio triangle in there. And then here we go across the line. 130.3 for Brewdog. All right, so 8/10 of the grid have set a time. And now we're waiting on Monsieur Dragoon and Monsieur Dom. There we go. At least one of them is out right now. Yeah, not much time here in Q3. So if you're gonna set at least 2 laps, you better do it damn quickly. Just a reminder, of course, we will have a 5-minute break in between qualifying and the actual main race. So. And there is a little special treat if you guys haven't ever watched my streams for Japan races. Luckily, I got some fun little footage. All right, so Dom out. Dragoon going around Spoon. Dragoon will definitely be the next person to set an official time here in the session. If my math is mathing right, he should be able to get around again if he needed to. It'll be tight, but he should be able to do it. It'll be a little easier than Dom. Dom's a little going to be running really tight. There we go, though. Dragoon. You know, if this guy gets pole position, everyone fucking turn the volume down on your on the stream immediately. Because you know what's going to happen, folks. If this motherfucker gets pole position or something crazy. Who's that? Twisted Dragon behind him? Yeah, okay. So Dragon's behind him. Darth Timms has just reached out. And Dragoon going a little deep out of the Dunlop. And I think he's completely backed off there. Yep. So he's going to have to go around again. He's going to be saving. Switched over his battery to none. He's saving up now. So this is going to be interesting. Is Dragoon going to risk it going on these used softs, with the 2 outlaps? Or is he going to go back in and get another fresh pair of boots on? That's the question. We're going to hopefully have the answers shortly for you guys. 4 minutes to go in the session. Here goes Dom in the Mercedes. Just right on board with him to see how he takes these curbs. Some other drivers like, fuck that. Not risking anything on any of the curbs here. At least yet. What about the Dugner? There he goes. Right over that curb. Nicely done. Getting right and aggressive into those double right-handers just before that bridge. Now into the hairpin. Nicely done on the exit. Now, personally, I think this is one of the most important corners for a hot lap at least. Because, of course, going through the 130R, you can get flat out. So, carrying as much speed as you can through Spoon into this straight is very key. Apparently a purple sector 2. Can he challenge 0? Up there at the top and potentially even Atkins. Here we go. It's Dom coming across the line. And it's good enough for P3. A 129.749. So very close to Atkins. Still, it seems like 0 in another world right now. Now we're on board with the Torpedo, a.k.a. Twisted Dragon. As he just comes out of Spoon. Now flat out, you can see the battery full on overtake. Barely any juice left. There's less than 10% left on that main straight. Or on that back straight, I should say. Well, not the main straight, but the back straight. You guys know what I mean. Anyways, Twisted across the line. P2 a 129.006. Damn, I was not expecting that, but I guess I should have expected that considering Q2 he had a rapid time as well. Wow. Okie dokie. I think Darth Tim just came across the line. A solid time of 129.256. Nice job from Timms. He's really been improving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dowdy, Dowdy. Has something happened in the S's? I'm just looking on my mini-map there. Oh, my goodness. We may have some controversy in the chat. But Dowdy just got fucked over, I think, through the S's. You and Destroyer Drac have both a lot of work to do. Yes, indeed. There we go. Brewdog, solid time, 1:29.7. Dom is completely backed off, so we don't have to worry about him for the time being. Apex is ripping around. So I think Dom might be able to go around again. Should be okay. Zero's out. Atkins out. Goomba's out. I guess the next person is Apex. Apparently this Scott person needs an invite. I have no idea who they are. Oh, there you go. Scott's joined. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so Apex finishes off Q3 in P7. That's the best he can do. Goomba is out. Dragoon eliminated. Dowdy for no really good reason. It seemed like there. Dowdy is gonna be starting in P9. Hopefully he can keep his wits about him. Just focus on what he's got to do for the actual race. Atkins, meanwhile, ripping around. Who else could be ripping? It's just Goomba, Atkins here. There's also Zero. Zero, you're going to go even faster. Here we go. Atkins coming across the line in the Williams. And good enough for P3. Zero does go in faster. Holy shit. Goomba jumps up to P5. Nicely done at the very end. So he'll be starting in a very decent spot. But Zero, just rapid here today. And a solid P1 for Mr. BHR. There you have it, folks. There's the end of qualifying. And I'll just roll over the top 5. And of course, we'll have a 5-minute break in between now and the main race. So Zero in first, Twisted second, Atkins third, Dartims 4, Goomba 5, Dom 6, Brewdog 7, Apex 8, Dowdy in 9th, and Dragoon to round us out in P10. Love you all. See you soon. Don't go anywhere. Because if you know what's about to go down. See you soon. Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DieselDominator, and we are here for RRF1 Wednesday divisions, and is round 5 here in Suzuka, Japan. Wonderful qualifying session we just finished off, but of course, let's get into my notes. Apparently, there's 18 corners altogether, 10 being to the right and 8 to the left. Total track distance of 5.8 kilometers or 3.6 miles. The one DRS zone on that main straight, as I discussed in the qualifying session. And yeah, nothing really too much. Elevation of 40.4 meters, though. That is quite a bit. As you can see, the elevation does go through the S's, up the Dunlop, and so on and so forth. Go through some real-life action back in 2019. Got Pierre Gasly going around the long way around Lando Norris. That's something you can definitely do through turn 1. Also into Spoon, you got Charles Leclerc coming up the inside of Danny Kvyat, making it absolutely look sexy at the same time. And then further down the track, we go into the infamous Casio Triangle, where we have Albon and Norris making contact. And very reminiscent of basically what the Destroyer Jack looked like in qualifying through his little opportunity there. Anyways, here are the compounds. We got the inners, the wets, the softs, the mediums, and the hards. All 5 tires out on screen. But as you guys are about to see, it's looking like a dry track, at least for the time being. So without further ado here, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the formation lap. So we already have 49. It seems like has already made a little bit of a boo-boo. And only 3 drivers starting on the hard compound. No one starting on the softs. Our hard runners are to be Toto Wolff, Whitey, and the Dark Mark. Everyone else opting for the mediums to start this race. So everyone just going around, getting those tires warmed up. Of course, the only one who can't do that is the 49. You might get a very terrible start here. We're going to have to see. It could be pure and utter chaos if he has cold tires going through those first couple corners. Aston's, though, sitting pretty. P1 and 2, respectively. They're going to be happy with that. Front row lockout, as they would say. Haas's have the fourth row lockout, though. Maybe they can do some damage coming up through the field. So there's your possible race strategies for at least the mediums. I feel like a lot of guys might go for the one stop if they can. All dependent on, obviously, how many times Burt comes out as well. But here we go. It's name and shame time, folks. Goomba is off track. No idea what Goomba's fucking doing right now. I think it's almost safe to say Goomba's already fucked up, but we're going to see here. Here we go. Twisted, you fucked up. No one else. There you go. Good job, boys. All right. Someone just fucked up at the end. I saw that. But anyways, here we go. DRS. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're off racing here in Japan. One of those Red Bulls in the back just got a great launch. Oh my God. Who the fuck just went off the track there in the background? That was hilarious. Go to position changes so you guys can take a look. Find the pass, already up 5 positions. Holy shit. Now we get up to the Dunlop. Damn, folks. Okay, so Pass is on obviously on a mission here. Bjorn is also up 4 positions. Bjorn's done well. Something happened with Toto, obviously, at the start. Not sure, but he's back with his teammate there in the final 2 positions. Now we go into the hairpin for the first time. Everyone seems to have made it out in one piece, or relatively in one piece. Meanwhile, I think to the surprise of absolutely nobody, Zero has just kind of fucked off a little bit. Just a reminder to everyone, pretty much everyone is on the medium tires. There's only 3 drivers on that hard compound. 2 of which are at the back of the field. Everyone else, pretty much, that we're watching right now on those medium yellow tires. Oh, there we go. Atkins making a move on Twisted for P2 in this race. I mean, Twisted could have easily, held off the rest of the pack and prevented everyone from trying to catch his teammate. Atkins, though, making some gains there. You can see the time dropping down just little by little, and now he's within a second of 0, which is definitely what he would have wanted. Goomba trying to keep in within a second of Darth Timms here, up in P4. Darth Timms has had some, I've had connection issues connecting to him. It looks like his car sometimes goes right off the track. Hopefully that's only for me and not anyone else, because I can imagine how freaking frustrating that might be if you're Goomba and you see that. Meanwhile, though, find the pass up 7 freaking positions, the cheeky little bugger. I mean, he did say he's got a lot of work to do and got a lot done in the first few laps. I think mission success for passes. Just got to obviously keep at it. And he just takes the fastest lap of the race, too. So I think that's a telltale sign that we got some real pace here. Meanwhile, I don't know if that's real or another connection thing, but Darth Timms, actually, no, he might have been real because he's lost time compared to Twisted. Now, this is where Gumbot and even Dom could take advantage if they see Darth Timms making too many mistakes up ahead. It's a solid P4, though, for Darth Timms, especially considering, you know, the boys last season, they were making crashing jokes about Darth Timms and comparing him to George of the Jungle. Oh, something just happened in the background. I think that's Dowdy. Dowdy! No! He was having a really good qualifying session. Something bad happened in the end of Q3. And now, right here in the race, something else has just happened now at the exit of the Degner's curve. Very, very unfortunate. Best viewers on... I have no idea what you're trying to reference. All I know is this race is getting a little intense here in the midfield. Yo, Apex, okay. Apex still in with the group. Oh, something just happened there in the back. See if I can catch that. Come on, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Seems like it was Woodsy. Yeah, Woodsy's off the track. At least multiple drivers are now getting caught out in these early laps. So at least they can stick with each other and have a fun race. It's always shit when like you're the only one who fucks up and you're all by yourself. Doesn't seem going to be the case with those guys, though. Find the pass, makes another move. And now up 10 positions. This man is quite literally flying through the field right now. It's only 4 laps in, and this, yeah, he's just absolutely flying. There's no other way to put it. Darth Timms, meanwhile, has fallen back off the top 3. He could be under threat from Goomba and Apex. Did he get the DRS? No, he didn't. Yeah, Goomba's just not... Or is he going to go... Oh, he's having a look up the inside. Another side-by-side. A little bit of contact between the RB and the Red Bull. Looks like Darth Timms just going to hold out for the time being. Oh, and there you go. Tim's getting squirrely. Goomba saying thank you very much. I will gladly take that. Don't mind if I do. Oh, my goodness. Apex also getting through. Oh, there's contact. Apex goes off the road. Darth Timms. And now it's Find the Passes up here as well. Oh, you can't have Find the Pass there as well, folks. What action there? Apex, I'm sure, is going to be frustrated. I feel like he may feel like he had got pushed off the road there. Darth Timms was basically just trying to get a hold of the freaking car. Meanwhile, Find the Pass is literally doing his namesake. He's finding every pass he possibly can. And that is now 12 positions sitting in P5 on lap 5. Wow. Just wow. Let's see how much my replay caught. Live to the left, replay to the right. And yeah, just the cheeky little Find the Pass coming up through all under the bridge, making that overtake on the Haas and eventually getting the move done. I mean, just some great action all around. Go a little further down the field, give some guys some love as well. We got Bjorn and Dark Mark battling it out for P13. Oh, Bjorn almost getting a little too much curb there. Something just happened up ahead. Appeared to be Dom. Oh, no, it's Dark Tims is off. Now Dark Tims is off. Dark Tims is off. Reaper is also off in the background. Multiple cars going off the track. No safety car, thank God. Oh my God, Destroyer Drac. How the hell did Destroyer Drac not die? Just like the... Oh my goodness. Seems like the game forced Destroyer to give the position back. That was absolutely terrifying. I want to actually take a look at the replay. What was going on this? You see Dart Tims was off the track there. Then he gets back on the track, goes through the curb, and then you see the McLaren of Destroyer. Yeah, I guess the game was like, oh, you got forced off the track, but you made the overtake off the track, so give the position back. It's the only thing I can assume. So we have about just over 20 laps to go in this race. Gumba's looking absolutely solid as well, holding that P4. Yes, I know he's got quite a bit of ways from the top. At least second and third, but you know what? I think we all can agree that Zero was in another league of his own when it came to qualifying. At least Atkins and Twisted able to keep each other company up there. I think Destroyer has now had an incident, and that is really unfortunate. It's literally right under the bridge, according to this. Yeah. So both McLarens. It's not looking like a McLaren day today, unfortunately, folks. Meanwhile, I'm curious, is Twisted going to go for a move maybe on Atkins? Sitting around the same amount of battery. That's important to note. Meanwhile, Zero is saving that battery. He's not worried about it at all. Goomba and Find the Pass actually also on the same amount of battery, but Find the Pass has just been literally finding every single pass he possibly can. So we all know if Goomba makes one freaking mistake, Pat's going to be like, yep, thank you, bye-bye. Nice knowing you, though. He wasn't joking, though. His qualifying pace is absolutely trash. And you can tell that he's not very... He's obviously a very fast driver, so no idea what's going on with Pat when it comes to qualifying pace. He's got to figure that shit out. Can't afford to be making up 12 positions every single race. I think he'll agree with me when I say that. Though these two drivers have also done pretty well for themselves, up 8 positions and 6 respectively. Guess just taking advantage of the fact that other drivers making mistakes and they haven't necessarily. And they're almost technically in the top 10 for the points positions. Meanwhile, it seems like Pass just hasn't been able to find a way past Goomba yet, and Apex is waiting in the wings. You never want to risk, especially another driver, maybe to potentially get a move done. But here we go. Find the Pass. Going for that move. Oh, there's slight contact between Goomba. That was Goomba, though. Just a little bit, trying to get a little bit aggressive, trying to hold off that position, but makes that slight contact to the back of Pass. And Apex also gaining a position, taking advantage of Goomba going wide through turn 1. So there is another little nice overtake, I guess you could say, from pass. Well, it's great overtake from pass. Apex obviously taking advantage of the air and making good with it. It's the best, that's the best way I can put that. Also, meanwhile, while I was talking about that, Dark Mark is up a couple more positions as well. Sitting now in P10. Dark Mark, I mean, considering that started this race in P20, I don't even think he did a qualifying lap, if I'm not mistaken. Or if he did, it wasn't very fast. But he's still doing what he has to do. And he's in a solid position here in the race. Lap 9 of 27, approaching lap 10, as Zero just comes out of the Casio Triangle, across the line, and here we go, starting lap 10 of 27. He's got a 5.2 second gap between himself and Atkins, and it seems like Twisted now is falling a little behind Atkins. The gap 2.4. Find the pass though. If anyone's going to be on a charge, maybe it's him, but Apex though has other plans. Apex, and he's like, no, you're going to be battling me now. I mean, it is potentially possible that those two could theoretically help each other, you know, gain up into P3 in the podium position, but we'll see. As long as they don't hold each other up too much, should be in for an interesting race between these two. And of course, you can't forget about Goomba. As long as Goomba, I mean, I know he's fallen off a little bit, but he's still got good pace in and of itself, so don't count him out just yet. Oh, and there goes Whitey! Whitey just completely loses the car. Oh, man, like, the heartbreak. It's really a battle of survival here in this midfield. It seems like you just make that one mistake, and then all of a sudden you go into the back of these guys who have all currently made mistakes. Let's go into the tire compositions for our drivers. Oh, we got some pit stops here, folks. It's Find the Past and Twisted coming in. Twisted going on the hards. Find the Pass. Is that another set of mediums? Are we going to the hards? We're going to the hards. So this would probably tell me that these guys are going for that single stop. They're going to go at the end of this race now on this tire. And what is the gap is the question for me. Maybe Twisted might get held up and allow Find the Pass to catch up to the back. This could be very interesting here, because you got Dartams 49 and Whitey, who we all know have been struggling. And now Twisted on the fresh rubber. You got Find the Pass on fresh rubber. This could be very, very spicy when those guys catch up to the back of those group. And then up further ahead, Dark Mark still looking solid. Then again, he started this race on the hard compound, so he'll be ending this race, potentially, you would think, on the mediums. Also, I have to give credit where credit's due. The Dark Mark, the battery consumption, 95%. All the guys around him are less than 20%. That's ridiculous. He's going to have so much more straight line speed just with medium, but he uses the battery, gets the overtake, and I mean, Dark Mark is doing exactly what he needs to do. That is very, very solid driving there. Atkins now is boxed in with Apex. Where are they going to come out in relation to, of course, Find the Pass, Twisted? Atkins very well and far ahead. He's in good there. Maybe going for a slight undercut, on Zero, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Zero had a very nice gap between himself and Atkins. So as you guys can see, Apex coming out behind Darth Timms. Find the pass right behind Twisted now. The gap was 3 seconds when they first came out, and now that's how close everybody is. Find the pass. Watching as Twisted gets around the 49. Find the pass, trying to do the same. Yes, he's going to do it. 49 goes too deep. Find the pass in. Thank you very much. 49 going to try and fight it back now. But yeah, he's just not, doesn't have the grip to fight back there. Nicely done from Find the Pass. That's going to be his goal. Just keep up with Twisted as they roll through the field. Potentially maybe keep up with Atkins. Something just happened up here at the top. It looks like Dragoon making a move on Brewdog. And there you go. Dragoon and Brewdog going into the pit. Same with Zero and Goomba. Dark Mark, to no one's surprise, staying out on that hard compound. So that's going to be the question. When's Dark Mark going to come out? He doesn't want to stay out for too long, of course, because then he'll lose all that progress that he just literally made up. Then again, he will be on the fresher tire, but then it's hard to make over. I don't know. There's so many questions, so few answers. I just noticed someone just got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think that was Darth Timms. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yes, it was. Okay. What the? Okay, so here we go. Sorry, I was just like analyzing what the hell just happened. So Find the Pass has gotten past Twisted. They're still in pursuit of each other. You got Apex coming up, approaching them very quickly. Find the Pass trying to get through Toto. It's the 2-lap-old hards versus the 12-lap-old hards. As Find the Pass goes the long way around into Spoon. Nicely done. Now Twisted will probably look to do the same, especially going into the Casio Triangle. Toto goes a little on the curb there. And Twisted getting some nice straight line speed. And nicely getting the move done. Apex a little further behind than I thought. I thought he would be a little closer by now. I guess not. He'll get there. He'll get there. But now Find the Pass. Hunting Whitey. Can he get the move done before turn one? This will be very important. It's going to be close. They're side by side. Oh, there's contact. Whitey goes. Oh, my goodness. And then there goes Twisted right through. Luckily, Whitey got ghosted when he almost went parallel with the or perpendicular, I should say, with the track. Oh, Toto now. Gonna try to have a look on the inside. Oh, he goes and makes. Oh, that's a massive contact. Toto went for it. Oh my goodness. That was dangerous. So anyways, back up to the top. Don't worry, guys. I got the replay for you. Oh my goodness. So Find the Pass, Twisted, keeping each other company. Now there's a 6-second gap between Pass and Atkins. Now the real work will begin for Pass if he wants to do anything. Because I think, honestly, it's going to be a battle between him and Pierre Gasly over here. Let's take a look at what just happened. Live to the left, replay to the right. And I mean, this race has just been full of action. Not really much at the top per se, but the midfield has given us a great show. Meanwhile, we got now Apex and Whitey going side by side down that main straight. Apex, though, using that DRS to get the extra straight line speed he needs. Went a little deep through the first corner, but able to hold the position nicely. And that is now P6 for the Haas driver, as Whitey still needs to come into the pits. You guys can clearly see Whitey on the 14-lap old hards. Toto is just coming to the pits, and he's, I don't know what just happened there. I almost feel like he was serving another penalty or whatnot, but regardless, on the fresh mediums and comes out in what would appear to be maybe P17 or P18. The big question is, where is Dark Mark going to come out? Because he absolutely killed it for his first stint. And obviously, the longer he stays out, the more time he can potentially lose, even though he will be on the fresher, faster tire come the end. I mean, if the safety car were to happen, this would be incredible for him. But, I mean, so much shit has happened in this race and no Burt. So I'm almost knocking, I'm literally knocking on wood right now. Just saying, hopefully that's not going to be the case. Here we go. Dark Mark in the pits. So this is going to be an interesting point in this race. Where is he going to come out in relation to Apex, maybe even Goomba? So Apex, Goomba, Whitey, they're all coming out. Now, Dark Mark is at the edge of the pits, sitting in P7, P8, and he's just going to stay ahead of Dragoon. And he's in that little midfield battle. He could potentially go for P5 here in this race. The Dark Mark on the charge on the mediums. For once in Ferrari's strategy life, they actually got a strategy right. Maybe they should hire Dark Mark as their team strategist. Fucking Ferrari. Oh, and there we go. We already have a move with the Dark Mark on the first lap. I honestly was not expecting that on the first lap. But I guess that's the difference between a fresh, literally brand spanking fresh, new mediums versus 15-lap old hards. I'm trying to see. The midfield is where all the action is, let's be honest. Trying to find out. Go Dragoon, makes a move on Whitey. What about Dowdy? Dowdy, can you make a move on Bjorn? I feel like this might be a move here. I'm just calling it right ahead. Gonna try and see if we can catch something here. Whitey's finally in the pit, so now everyone has made their mandatory pit stop, by the way, folks. And here we go. Stay on board with Dowdy. He's going for the move. Hey, I called it. Let's go. Up into P12 ahead of Bjorn. But if I know Bjorn, he's not going to allow that for too long. He's on the fresher tire, of course, as well. Whitey coming out in P15. Not too shabby. Should be able to catch up to Tim's if he does everything correct. All right, so we may have another four-way battle here, it would seem. The battle for P5 rages on. It's Goomba, Apex, Dark Mark, and Dragoon. And I mean, the uninitiated would clearly say that Dark Mark has the advantage. And I mean, I guess I would partially agree with you. But I don't know. It's Apex and Goomba. It's the two Sunday drives. Man, Dark Mark, you crazy motherfucker. This guy's going for it. He's going for it. In through the Casio. Dark Mark gets the move done on Apex. Hot diggity damn. Is Apex going to try and fight him back? I don't think he's got anything to say. Dark Mark going to use that DRS to hold off Apex. Get a little bit closer to Goomba. And now all he's doing is looking ahead. That was a great, great move. What about Brewdog? Brewdog looks like he was getting really close to Dom there. Let's get a look at that replay. A beautiful overtake into the Casio triangle. Each driver also good with the awareness to not, crash into each other. Good job. We just saw Dom, though, off the track. Oh, man. It feels like almost no driver is safe here today. Like, just, oh my god, there you go. Bjorn now is off. There's always at least one person that's just getting caught out almost every single lap. It's ridiculous. It's very unfortunate, but I guess that's just the nature of Japan in general. Suzuka, a very, very tricky track. And you really have to be on your game when it comes to this track, and you have to be you have to be consistent every track, let's be real, but Japan is just one of those few that really bites you when you do muck it up. And Dark Mark takes P5 in this race. A solid performance from Dark Mark. This man definitely wants an interview, I can tell you that for free after this race. Gaming Minion also making the move for P9. The kick ahead of the Haas of Brewdog. By the way, folks, if there is a specific driver that you want me to go on board with that I haven't gone on board with recently, just, let me know. I have no problem watching anyone and everyone. Like even this, Woodsy and Toto, the battle for P17. Oh, I thought Woodsy might go for a switch back into turn 2. Almost looked like it, but I think he mucked up on his braking just a little bit there. And yeah, Toto has got the much better exit through the S's. Brewdog still keeping up with Minion for that battle in P9. Minion took that just last lap. Brewdog's like, no. Huh. You may have made the move last time, and you're not going anywhere, buddy. Wow, the 2 Sunday Drive drivers. And now Dragoon. Does Dragoon have any room, though, to get past these two? Yeah, oh my goodness, yes he does. The cheeky little bugger, the 3 of them. I mean, this isn't Sunday. I think it's Wednesday last time I checked. Yeah, it's Wednesday. But you know what? Our Sunday driver's giving us some action here. The battle for P6. Goomba definitely ahead on the battery aspect of this whole battle, but, I mean, that means absolutely nothing, let's be real. Oh, we have a little look coming on the inside. Dragoon. No, Dragoon had no room. Goomba trying to close the door on Dragoon. Apex was trying to take advantage. Not today. Dragoon now. Oh, there's slight contact between the two up ahead. It's the RB versus the Red Bull. And Dragoon having to slot back. Oh, my goodness. That could have been very dangerous. Goomba, though, still hasn't used any battery. I mean, Goomba, all he needs to do is use that battery, and he could probably piece off into the distance. Now we go through into the 130R. This is still very close action. Another close battle too here. Dark Mark going for the move on Twisted and gets P4 ahead of Twisted. What a job from the Dark Mark. Going on the alternate strategy, starting on the hards. He was one of 3 drivers to do so. And he made the most of it. Just has to maintain that momentum. Meanwhile, through the S's, Dragoon trying to find a way past. Did he actually just do that? Oh my goodness. The cheeky little bugger. I mean, I'm almost speechless. What a move from Dragoon on Goomba. I don't even think Goomba was expecting that move there. Specifically on that part of the track. And, I mean, damn. These midfield drivers really, really giving us a show. This is a treat to watch. Thank you very much to all of you guys out there. You are blessing me as a commentator here today. I'm not going to lie. This is absolutely incredible to watch. I mean, it's unfortunate to watch for some guys. For example, I think that's 49 right there under the bridge. But, you know, for other drivers, it's just been fantastic. And, you know, even other guys that have had their incidents have been, you know, trying to make up as much as they possibly can. Some guys had terrible qualifying sessions, and they are doing absolutely fantastic in the race. So, what more can you ask for, right? Oh, my God, here we go. Here's Goomba. He's finally using that battery. He saved up at 100%. Now he's down to 50. It's about freaking time. Did he get the move done? He's almost still side by side with Dragoon. Yeah, he's going to finally hold it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, these three are giving us a very fun show to end this. We're basically 5 laps to go in this race. And just take a look at the instant replay from even last lap. A little bit of deja vu. And that time it was Dragoon making the move around the outside at the hill. I mean, the cheeky little bugger. See here, Brewdog and Dowdy. Okay, there's a little bit of separation, but maybe they'll get a nice little closer. See here, Dark Mark is slowly but surely making up time between himself and Find the Pass here, folks. This is the big one here. If Dark Mark can overtake Find the Pass, I will lose my crap. Oh my goodness, something just happened now. Is Goomba off? Yes, he is. It is at the 130R. I think Dragoon and him made contact. Apex is now gone. Goomba leaving space for the rest of the drivers so he doesn't impede anybody. That is heartbreaking. Goomba, a fantastic race he was having. And now Dragoon forced into the pits. Absolute heartbreak if you are a Sunday Drive fan. I mean, those guys were having a fantastic battle. We'll go back up here. We'll watch the chase. The hunt, I guess you could call it. Dark Mark trying to hunt down Find the Pass. The gap, 1.2 seconds. It was 3.5 like 2 laps ago, folks. So clearly, Dark Mark on the charge. Actually, this is the one time I'll actually take a look at the lap data as well. Give us a nice indication of how much faster Dark Mark is on a lap compared to Pass, at least at this point in time in the race. No way. No way! Safety car! Full safety car! The Reaper is off at the Casio Triangle. Atkins goes in the pits. Zero could not. Oh my God, Zero is in danger. Zero's in danger. Zero is in danger. Oh my goodness. He stays out. He's on 11 lap old hards. I mean, if he does come in, he's literally giving up the win, potential win, and of course the lead. Oh my God, and he's behind the safety car. This is... But Dom, okay, so Dom's staying out as well. I don't think he'll be able to hold off Apex and Minion, and at least, you know, Twisted, Dark Mark, passing that. Oh my goodness, folks. I mean, there's not going to be many laps to go. Let's be real. I think there's going to be, what, 2 laps? We're going to get 26 and 27. Reaper, my setup is shit. I mean, you got through most of the race, so, I mean, it's better than what I would have done, Reaper. Let's put it that way. I'm speechless. What is going now? Now we're gonna see. So everyone was saying, "Oh, Zero's too fast." Now Zero has a major handicap. Will he be able to persevere? Is he just going to go into the pits? Is he just going to say, you know, I don't know, maybe he just goes right into the pits and he's... We're going to see right here. Yeah, he is. He's going to stay out. He's going to try and hold off as much as he possibly can, folks. Here we go. So we're going to go around one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your beers, hit your bowls, go to the loo, do what you got to do. Because we're just going around one more time and we're going back to racing speed. It doesn't matter if the rest of the field is caught up. The battle for P1 is hot and ready. Whew. All right, I'm back. I mean, as a commentator, I have so many predictions and guesses in my head. I just don't want to say them out loud because, of course, I know I'll get yelled at if something doesn't happen. And usually we all know the commentator's curse, of course. The Deadly's commentator's curse. It always mucks me up, so. You know what? Just going to enjoy the race. Be very grateful that this ending has occurred the way it has. Hopefully that disconnection from the lobby or whatever doesn't muck up the game, because this game is very sensitive. There we go. Safety car is in. Like, what's going to happen? Oh, my God. What is going to happen? Find the passes now right behind Atkins. Dark Mark is right there as well. All three drivers on the fresh softs. Twisted on the mediums. 0 on 12 lap old hards. 2 laps to go. Zero just holding off as much as he can. And he's off. We're off. It's green flags. We're back to racing speed. Lap 26 of 27. Looks like getting caught up by Dragoon in the back, but we're going to be watching the front of the pack here right now. It is on. The fresh softs versus the 13-lap-old mediums. Or, sorry, hards. I can't even speak because I'm so excited. By the way, there's a stupid glitch in the game where the safety car stays up. Safety car is in, folks. I guarantee that. Find the pass. Trying to make a move on Atkins. Going for the aggressiveness here. Very early. And might as well. There's only 2 laps left in this race. So if you're going to make a move, you might as well do it now. Zero using that battery, trying to hold off Atkins and find the pass. I mean, those guys have so much extra grip. How is Zero even staying ahead still at this point? Here we go. Here we go. Into the 130R. Atkins getting that slipstream. Find the pass. Also doing something very similar. Atkins going around the outside. Find the pass. Gonna do the same as we go through the 130R. Oh my goodness. Side by side. And find the pass. Zero fighting it off. No, he can't hold it. Zero losing 3 positions. The Dark Mark. And there it is. DRS has been enabled. Only 1 DRS zone, so it's not really going to help. And now it's find the pass versus Atkins for P1 in this race. I mean, what a change of the guard. Zero. Now, I think gonna get help from his teammate, Twisted, as Twisted holds off Apex. Meanwhile, up here back at the top, Dark Mark, find the pass, and Atkins. The top 3 battling it out. on this final lap. You don't get many times like this here in real life, so you might as well enjoy it in the virtual world when you can. It's the Williams versus the Kick and the Ferrari. Something's happened in the background on this final lap. That's really unfortunate in that midfield. I just know I'll get yelled at if I get any cameras off this battle. Pass right on the bumper of Atkins. Atkins gets a better exit out of Spoon, though. Is that going to be the difference as we get the run down into the 130R? He's got the slipstream. He's using that rest of the battery. Atkins using it a little late there. Is it going to be good on the exit of the Casio? He goes too deep. Atkins goes too deep. Find the pass. Finds the pass on the exit. Oh my goodness. Atkins at the very end. He tries to fight back, but find the pass. Finds the pass. What an ending to this race. I mean, there's nothing more that needs to be said. What a close battle. Let's take an instant replay of that on board with Find the Pass. He goes too deep into the Casio. And that's all she wrote, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sweating like mad. I can imagine. Oh my goodness. I mean, well, we have to be honest though. I think Zero really got mucked over by the that safety car, but it definitely made for a very entertaining ending. I have a feeling Zero will be okay in the long run. He obviously is going to be upset, but yeah, I think Zero will be okay in the long run. He shouldn't be too bad. Oh my goodness. What a session. So Find the Pass takes P1, Atkins P2, Dark Mark in P3, Zero P4, Apex P5, Twist in P6, Game in P7, Dottie in P8, Goomba P9, Dragoon in P10, Brewdog 11, Toto 12, Whitey 13, Woodsy 14, 49 and 15, Drac in 16, Dart Tim 17, Dom 18, Bjorn in 19, and Reaper to round us out in P20. Wow. I mean, I don't even know honestly where to begin when it comes to all that we just witnessed, to be honest with you. That was just absolutely ridiculous. But I guess interviews are up next. And yeah, Jesus, I mean, Dottie is Scott. Okay, thank you, Whitey. I just saw that message. Probably would have helped when I was actually, you know, not being an idiot, but it's all good. We're going to go into the McLaren chat, so... All right, Atkins, and then got Dark Mark. Alrighty then, so I just invited 4 drivers for interviews, 4 of our 20 drivers. Find the Pass, Atkins, Dark Mark, and Apex. So we'll see if they bless us with their presence. All right, so just give them a little bit, folks. Everyone's going to be getting in there. Twisted is like, wow. Twisted wanted to be part of it too. Twisted will get you next week. Don't worry. There's honestly, I could interview like probably the top 10, the entire top 10. To be honest with you guys. All right, so we got a good amount in here. I think we got my first interview in here at least. All right, we'll wait for the old man Dark Mark to get in here. Okay, of course. As soon as they start talking shit, he gets in here. All right. Regardless, jokes aside, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with my first interview of the evening, which is going to be TSD Apex, aka the Sunday Drive Apex. Apex, you there, mate? Apex. Oh, we're having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I know why. I think he signed into his FIFA account and isn't talking through his normal one. I don't think he's realised.
Ah, fair enough. All right. Well, Apex, it's all right. Apex, when he figures it out, I'm sure he'll say something. Then I guess the first interview will be then the Dark Mark. Dark Mark. Oh, wait. Oh, Apex?
There we go. That's better.
Hey!
Was I right? You were being a donut.
No, I could hear you, but for some reason it was the headset's still connected to the other account, so it wouldn't let me do anything.
Yeah, so I was right.
Fair enough. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with the Sunday Drive Apex, and Apex. Really, the main thing I would like to discuss with you. Obviously, it was a very tight battle in that midfield, and you obviously were making moves through the field slowly but surely. But the first thing I really want to talk about is the little Sunday Drive trio that I think it was you, Goomba, and I can't remember the other one. Anyways, it was the Sunday Drive trio. All three of you were just having a major battle, like for like 4 or 5 laps. What was your POV like? Give us your take on what was going on between you three.
It was very nervy. All three of us were talking to each other during the race, and I mentioned.
Uh-oh. More technical difficulties.
It's deafened and muted him. He's done deaf and unmute himself.
That's hilarious.
Xbox Discord.
That's what it is, eh? It's just Xbox Discord, eh? That's why you get a PC, everybody. Everyone get a PC. It's fucking worth it. Especially if you like building Lego, like I did when I was a kid. Fucking building a computer is like the advanced Lego. Anyways, yes, you were saying. You're speaking. Sorry.
Yeah, so it was a case of as soon as we bunched up, I could see something happening, and all of our tires were shredded. So I backed off just enough, and then I don't know what happened to Goomba's car, but the corner just spat him out of nowhere, and I just managed to avoid them enough. And I think from that point onwards, I knew I was safe for a good point finish if I managed to avoid that carnage.
Yeah, the third driver, just so I don't get yelled at, was Dragoon as well. I mean, the three of you, yeah, we're having absolutely fun times. It just seemed like, so did they slightly make contact with each other, and you kind of just took advantage of that up into the triangle?
It was strange that there was no contact at all, and as we come around the fast left-hander up to the chicane, Goomba's car literally, it didn't go wide, it literally just dabbed one wheel onto the curb, and it just spat his car like a rocket 90 degrees left into the side of Dragoon.
Damn. Okay.
And as Goomba's come back across the track, his front wings just clipped my rear wheel, and I'd managed to save the slide enough to the point I could keep it going straight. And from that, as I say, from that point onwards, I had a couple of seconds either side, so it wasn't too bad until the safety car.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing at least. Luckily, everything ended up working out for you in the end. Obviously, you got the best position out of the Sunday drivers, but I did want to ask because I know I had a feeling you guys were talking to each other, so I was just more curious. How, were you guys kind of screaming at each other? Was it like all peaceful?
No.
What was going on?
It's always a laugh between us lot in there, and as I say, there's a lot of trust between most of us in that party. Anyway, we all know each other's ability, and we've raced multiple leagues together for a few years, so we know where each other's limits are.
Speaking of limits, Japan doesn't have many, and we saw a lot of drivers going off, as I mean, we just mentioned earlier. For you though, how was Suzuka in general for you? Did you enjoy it, and were you grateful there was no rain, or were you hoping maybe there was going to be a little bit of change in the weather?
I feel like I'm quicker in the wet for racing, but Yeah, I mean, I quite enjoy Japan. It's never been a massively strong circuit for me, but everyone kept going on and on about the curbs being unforgiving and stuff, and I've always found them absolutely fine there. The same with this game as well. The curbs felt fine.
That's fair.
So it was just a case of keeping penalty free. I had one silly warning lap one that was completely my own fault, and then I had another one where I had a slight contact with Tim's and I went wide. But other than that, it was a very clean race.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had a great performance. A lot of drivers had great performance today. The midfield was absolutely packed. Luckily, I caught some great moves from every single one of you guys. So, I mean, thank you for all the great footage. Final question before I let you go, Apex. Saudi Arabia, Jeddah coming up next week. That's actually like my second favorite street circuit. My personal favorite when I used to drive. I literally got my 7th win in a row back when I used to drive. Okay. I'll never forget it. Okay. It was just great memories of Jeddah. What's your take on Jeddah for you?
Dreadful at Jeddah. The way I drive in the circuits I like, it's literally the perfect track suited to my style. But for some reason, I never have a good showing at Jeddah. My qualifying is normally very good, but my actual race is never instant free. I always have a crash or some sort of wing damage.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully that's not the case. And best of luck to you, mate. And again, thank you for all the great footage today.
No worries, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Peace. All right, Dark Mark, can you hear us now?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. The ladies and gentlemen can hear you. Everyone can hear you. We're good to go.
Perfect.
I mean, where do I fucking begin with you? Obviously, the late safety car added a little spice to the mix. But you were still doing some absolute work. You were one of 3 drivers to start on the hard compound to start this race, and you really made the most of it. You were making your way through the field. I mean, literally, Find the Pass was doing everything at the very, very start, and you were kind of quiet in your little overtakes. You weren't very as aggressive as Pass, but you were still doing what you had to do, and all of a sudden, you just I don't know, like everything just seemed to really work out for you. Luckily for you, also didn't get caught up in any of the bullshit that was ahead of you. I mean, give us your take, give us your POV. What was it like for you here today at Suzuka?
It was good. I actually really enjoyed it. I jumped in, obviously, just as a reserve. I didn't want to get too involved in qualifying. I just thought I'd have a bit of fun because I'm just reserving. So that's why I started at the back.
Right.
Started on the hards and just thought I'll just sort of see what happens. I won't force anything. At the start, I let everyone sort of go and let them have space and just slowly started picking my way through at the beginning of the race. When it came towards the pit stops, when people started going in from their mediums, that's when I thought, right, now it's hammer time. So that's when I pushed because I knew that I could try and pick up some places during the pit stops. Didn't expect to make as many places as I did. I came out obviously in a bit of a pack. I think at one point, I'm not sure what stint it was, but I actually overtook 2 people going into turn 1. I did not expect that to happen. But then I just noticed sort of I was firmly in the top 10, and I again picking off. I picked off Twisted Dragon, and then it was chasing down Find the Pass, and I kind of feel that if the safety car didn't happen, I may have got him. But the tyres were starting to sort of feel a little bit second-hand by then. I might have just got him, but may not have been able to pull away. So the safety car did benefit me, but didn't, if you know what I mean. I probably still finished roughly where I would have done.
Yeah,
is how I feel.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we definitely know that the safety car definitely affected people. Some people in a positive way, other people zero in other ways. So you know what I mean. Like we all understand. Like Bert does his fucking stupid Bert things. At the end of the day, though, as you said, it was very fun to watch you catch up to Pass. It would have been fun because I even think. I mean, I'll ask Find the Pass later, but I think Find the Pass, even his tires were starting to fall off as well. So it might have been a good battle. You guys were pretty even on battery as well. I mean, anything could have happened, really. As we all know, it's fucking racing, right? That's why we love it.
Yeah. Exactly that, mate. Yeah.
One thing I do
Exactly
have to
that.
give you mad credit though, like considering you didn't do any qualifying session, it was a full qualifying session. So basically you're sitting on your fucking ass for a full hour watching fucking everyone go around. Then we finally get to the fucking race and you just pull that shit out of your ass. Like, is that something I have to ask, is that something like you don't mind doing? Like, is that something normal, or would you prefer to actually do qualifying and get like into the groove? What's your take on that?
It was just, I mean, it depends on the track. I feel it depends on the track. It also depends on the field you're racing against. Like tonight, the Wednesday field. I mean, obviously I'm only reserving, but the Wednesday field is sort of very sporadic. There's different paces in it. So there were some that I felt I could have got past fairly quickly.
Right.
Obviously, others I was going to have to work for. But I just wanted a bit of fun. Just as a reserve, I just wanted to have a bit of fun. Start at the back and just see where I finished. I wasn't ever going to force anything, you know what I mean? Like if I came up against someone who was going to defend me, then I wasn't going to force it. I was just going to wait for a mistake and then go past. And to be honest, I managed to get through a lot quicker tonight than I thought I was going to.
Yeah. You
I enjoyed
look fantastic,
it. Fun.
bro. You look fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Final question though before I let you go. Obviously, I got 2 more guys to go to. Jeddah coming up next week. How you feeling? Are you going to be there since you're a reserve? Is the question really?
I'm not sure if I'll be reserving next Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but obviously I'm doing it on Monday. But yeah, looking forward to it regardless whether I race on Wednesday or not. But yeah, it should be fun. I don't mind Jeddah.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you for your time, mate. All the best, and hopefully we'll see you. Well, hopefully we'll talk soon, brother.
Yeah, no worries, Diesel. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move actually on to if my notes are correct. Apparently, it's another reserve. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Mr. Atkins, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm a reserve.
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, the reserves coming out today in flying colors. Obviously, you didn't start from the back of the grid. You actually had a fairly half decent qualifying session. I believe if I'm not mistaken, you started in 3rd place and you got the move done on Twisted nice and early. Did what you had to do. You were trying to keep up with Zero as much as you possibly can. Obviously, that was a long shot, I think, from the start. But you did try. I saw that you tried. I mean, looked very fast. You had some good battles. Find the pass, obviously, and you were having some good battles towards the end. What's your take? I'll shut up for a little bit. Give us your POV, mate.
Yeah, pretty spot on, really. I mean, got past Twisted quite early. Struggled to break the DRS from him for a while. But by the time I did go past him, Zero was, he's pissed off in the distance at that point. So trying to make that time up was near on impossible. Then I managed to clear DRS, so I was basically just driving around on my own for a fair stint. And then I noticed, I don't know, must have been about 7 laps before the end, started to run out of fuel, so I needed to do a bit of lifting and coasting. Then the safety car happened. Obviously, Find the Pass was slowly catching me anyway before that, so I think he probably would have been on my tail with the fuel save I needed to do. Obviously, went into the pits, got the softs, managed to get past Zero after the restart. And then the chicane at the end happened. I decided to outbrake myself, and then bottled it basically. Come second, but can't complain. I'll take that.
Honestly, you definitely gave me a fucking like a heart attack at the end there, because like I just, you never know what's gonna happen. Obviously, it's very unfortunate going to, as you said, too deep into the Casio triangle. I have to ask, because some drivers thrive on being chased and other drivers thrive on chasing others. What category do you think you fall into?
It's very rare that I'm out in the front to begin with, so I'll definitely prefer chasing rather than being chased.
Right. Yeah, it's honestly, I feel the exact same way. It's sometimes like I feel like when like I'm getting under pressure, especially when you have someone like Find the Pass who quite literally does his namesake, finds the fucking pass as soon as you make a mistake. It always makes me a little nervous. So, I mean, I don't know if that was part of the reason that maybe caught you off guard, but at the end of the day, solid performance from you. I mean, Japan is always a hard track to get overtakes done in general, and it's also hard just to keep in within track limits and not muck it up. The S's, the Dunlop curve, the freaking spoon. I mean, you can go on about this track when it comes to just, you know, hazards and all that stuff. but you did a solid freaking job. No warnings. And as a reserve, so like absolutely incredible. One question I have to ask: am I potentially going to be talking to you in the future more? Like, are you going to be joining Wednesday leagues full time, or are you just going to be sticking as a reserve?
Probably as a reserve. I currently race on Mondays in the same league.
Okay, fair.
But as and when I'm free, I'll jump in. So I'm sure we'll speak again.
No, that's awesome, because obviously I would love to invite you to the Diesel Classic maybe in the fall time if you're ever available, because you have some absolutely solid pace, and it would be fun maybe to see you in a tournament style if you have the time or if you are interested. So, I mean, you're more than welcome. Great talking to you, mate, and hopefully we'll talk more in the future.
Brilliant. Cheers, sir. Thank you very much.
Cheers. All the best, Atkins.
Bye.
All right, last but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our final interview of the evening, and I mean, this man, we all know that Zero was going to have the win, let's be honest, but this man took advantage of, did what he had to do. He even said in the chat, I can scroll up, he's like, I got to do a lot of things in the first couple laps. Find the pass. I think you fucking did that. That was really fun to watch. We won't get to the ending. We'll get to the ending in just a bit. Let's talk about the start for the beginning, though. Obviously, not a very good qualifying session. You had to do what you had to do. By the time you were, I think it was lap 5, you were up. I think it was 10 positions. What's going on through your head at that point in
time? Like I said, I knew I had to get a good start, so this game, I've struggled so hard to qualify. Like, I don't know what it is, but my starts have been ridiculous, all this year. So I knew if I got a good start, I could make my way through the field, because I knew that I'm actually quick at this track, depending on how my quality was awful, but I feel like I'm quick at this track. So in that first sector, I was gaining half a second per car I was catching up to through that first sector. I just feel so comfortable now. I'm doing it without stick drift, because for the last 2 years I've been doing that first sector with stick drift.
Oh my goodness.
It feels like I'm driving on a cloud going through that sector now, because I've been fighting the car for the last 2 years. So it's really fun.
That's
track.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying that's fucking hilarious. How
yeah,
you don't expect fast guys to be like on a pad 1 and 2 full traction control. Like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, sorry. Continue. I cut you off.
No, it's all right. The first ever track I won on this game, on this F1 game, was Japan.
Okay.
It was a good race. So I've done it twice now, and it's been two wins. But I like you said, Zero. If the no safety car, he wins that comfortably. I think maybe if I started closer to him, like, I would give him a good battle, because when I was 10 seconds behind him after the pit stops, and I was behind him and Atkins, I was doing identical lap times with Zero for 10 laps straight. We were both at 10 now seconds away from each other every single lap. So it'd have been a good battle. I feel for Zero, because he wanted to pit, but his engineer was talking to him, so it wouldn't let him change the tire. So he decided not to pit.
Is that actually what happened? I thought
he went up.
Oh wow! I thought he was just past the. I literally thought the accident just happened before he got to the pit lane. And he just. Oh, that's so bullshit. Well,
no, he said in the party that he's there like, I couldn't pick. Engineer wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just wouldn't let him select it.
Wow.
So yeah, I think Zero would have won if the safety car didn't come out, and if he was able to pit, he just had too much pace. Same with Qatar. So.
It's funny that you say that, because I agree. You guys did have the same. I think you guys were fighting for fastest lap during the race, but it's funny because you guys were 2 seconds off on qualifying. So it's like, how the fuck does that work?
I did my second lap on old tires, thinking it would be good, and they were absolutely shot completely. As I went into the first sector, I was like, yeah, I'm sliding all over the place. So
Mayday!
Yeah. Exactly. It felt like those tires had done a lap around the world. They were so dead.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's get to the good shit, Pass, because that ending was, I mean, the stuff of legends, to be honest with you. Obviously, we get lucky with the safety car, but you got to be lucky to be good to be lucky sometimes. And you definitely took advantage of what you had to do. Put the pressure on Atkins near the end. He went too deep, and you did your namesake proud. Give us your thoughts. What was it like?
I don't believe it. I literally, if he would have taken that corner normally, like, I wasn't close enough to catch him, and my ERS was gone. I just had to be in my head. I was like, if I'm close enough for him to make a mistake, and he makes a mistake, I'm really good through that chicane, so I feel like I can get him. And they nearly got me back on the outside because obviously I'm on full traction and I didn't get any exit speed, but I managed to hold him off. But when it happened, at least that's the people in the party, I screamed. So I was like, fucking no, come on! Probably one of the best feelings of a win I've had on an F1 game. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, you and I think had very similar reactions. I mean, that was absolutely amazing to watch. I caught the replay of that, of course, as well. I mean, just great action. Japan, not known for overtaking, but I mean, you and Dark Mark absolutely fucking killed it when it comes to overtaking. I
love being the chaser, as you would give the questions to the other person. I love the one being on the hunt, if you will.
Yeah, quite literally. It was that was fun. One thing I have to ask you before the safety car, though, obviously Dark Mark was approaching you. Do you think he might have caught you? Like, how were your tires feeling?
Oh, 100%. My tires were tired. They were gone. I was sliding around like I was on ice.
Fair enough.
He would have got me 100%.
Fair enough. I was curious about that because he was definitely on the charge there. Anyways, final question before I let you go, mate. Jeddah coming up next week. One of my favorite circuits. What about you?
I've not tried it with no stick drift, so it might be as fun as this track was. I've always liked Jeddah, to be fair. So I think Jeddah was the first race I did in this league.
Oh, fair enough.
And it's where Zero beat me on the last corner, and it was in the realistic league, and I was in a realistic Alpha Tauri, and I think he was in the Red Bull, and he caught me. It got me on the last corner.
That bastard, eh? Fucking Zero. Anyways,
he's too fast.
He is a fast motherfucker. Anyways, Pass, all the best. Thank you for your time, and hopefully,
no worries, buddy.
I'll see you
Thanks
next
for
week.
screaming.
No worries. Peace.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll conduct our streams for this evening. The interviews. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the race. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the interviews. My name's DieselDominator. I absolutely love you all. Thank you for all the support throughout the last few weeks, and of course, for the future to come. Until next time, Diesel out. See you guys next week in Saudi Arabia. Love you all. Peace.